So last week, my auto insurance agent gave me a call and she said I should be expecting several different rebates coming into my account in the next couple of months from ICBC. Now, she was suggesting me to set up my direct deposit with ICBC because she said a lot of people don't know about these rebates and they might have difficulty receiving some of these refunds when it gets to them. So this week I spent some time and I read through everything, what these kind of rebate refunds are and what we should be expecting this year when we renew our auto insurance. Now, even though this video is going to be for BC, I've included articles that I have found online talking about your own province premium reduction or potential rebates and refund. Make sure you check them in the link down below. And also, if you're not in BC, I highly recommend you talk to your insurer directly. From what I've been reading online, people are saying that the insurer is not very proactive on letting them know about these info. So if you're in other provinces and you don't have someone like ICBC that's automatically going to do these for you, make sure you call them at least once to ask for yourself. Now, without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So basically, there are two major rebates/refunds that we should be expecting. Now, the first one is the COVID relief from ICBC. Now, because of COVID last year, there has been a lot less driving. People are staying inside. This ended up saving ICBC a lot of the major costs because there's a lot less accident. And the saving for them was about 600 million last year, which is a huge amount. So what they decided to do is refund those savings back to the users so we can all have a little bit reduced in cost. So first of all, let's talk about who qualifies. Now, for most people, if you have an active policy last year, April 2020 to September 2020, you will be eligible. However, if you have a temporary permit, which is 15 days or less, or a storage insurance for your cars, or a per km based policy, you will not qualify for this rebate because your price is already really low to start with. Now, on the other hand, if you have a low KM discount on your regular car policy, you can still qualify for this rebate. Now, next, let's talk about how much is the rebate. So ICBC said we can expect a 19% of the premium that we paid from April to September of 2020 to be refunded back to us. This is approximately about $190 per person per policy. Now, obviously, the amount is going to be different per person. I just read that there was a lady in Coquitlam that got a $1 refund check, and there was some backlash on that. I'm not sure if it's a mistake or it's intended. But anyway, it's going to be different per person. And if you have to pay extra because you have a driver risk premium, like driver penalty points deduction, it is not part of the calculation. So when can we expect these rebate coming to us? Well, these checks were supposed to be mailed out March 15th already, but because there was a cyber attack on the third-party vendor, they had to delay everything and investigate and make sure everything is safe first. As of this moment, they have just mailed out a small batch of 30,000 checks. So most of us will probably not get them anytime soon. Unless you're lucky enough to be one of the 30K checks, we will probably have to wait a couple more weeks at least. However, this is a great time for you to make sure your mailing address is updated with ICBC, especially if you have moved recently. So if you haven't done it already, I have included a link down below. You can go there and make sure you update your address with ICBC. Alright, so moving on, let's talk about the second refund we could be expecting. And this is the Enhanced Care refund. So basically what it is was before ICBC, as you all know, they have a lot of budget problem and they're always at a deficit. Well, one of the major reasons why they're always at a deficit was because one of the most expensive costs is the third-party liability insurance. This is something that is additional you can put on your car. Now, 85% of the people driving in BC have them. And so what it does is that if you accidentally hit someone's car or injure someone or cause financial losses to someone else, they could sue you for damage, and then this protection will kick in and protect you. But this process is extremely expensive because you have to go through court and you have to involve a lot of lawyers. And this is also one of the most expensive costs for ICBC itself, and so that's why our premium is so expensive. They transfer those costs to us via our insurances. So what they have decided to do is implement a new system. So starting May 2021 of this year, they're going to go with the Enhanced Care system, which is designed to remove the lawsuit component out from the ICBC procedure. So what's going on is that now our insurance will have a new amount called the Enhanced Care. And so if anything happens, an accident or whatever, it's going to be claimed from that amount first directly. And so from now on, if we get into an accident, these claims will directly be paid via their basic ICBC coverage. And what that means is we don't need to go through lawsuits anymore to get our claims, which will make the third-party liability insurance a lot less expensive. Now that being said, just because now it's kind of covered in our basic coverage, it doesn't mean the optional third-party liability insurance is redundant or useless. It is still useful because it can cover you if you get into a non-vehicle accident. For example, if you crash into a building or a fence, those things are not covered by the basic coverage, so you might still want to add them on top. Plus, if you'll be driving outside of BC, then this third-party insurance is also going to have its use and can kick in and protect you. So if you're thinking about going to Banff for that trip in the summer, you definitely want to have the optional third-party insurance on top. The only difference is that now the premium for it is going to be a lot cheaper than before. So this new system will kick in on May 1st, 2021, and via ICBC's estimation, your total cost after May 1st is going to be approximately 20% lower than what you were paying in 2020. Now, on average, people pay about $1,900 for their insurance, so for this year, it should cost them around $1,500 instead. You do not have to do anything for this new rate. You simply have to renew your insurance and it will be automatically calculated for you. But there is a refund you can potentially get if your auto insurance always renews before May 1st. Because if you renew before May 1st, you would be renewing at the current higher rate. So the difference in rates beyond May 1st needs to be refunded back to you. Now, there is a very good estimator on ICBC, which I provided a link below. You can also see it on the screen. So here you can actually input all your driver license info and your license plate. It will bring you to your dedicated account, and it not only will show you the estimated refund you'll be getting, but also show you the new rate as well. As you can see for me here, one of my vehicle, I can get a $109 refund for myself, and when I renew my insurance this year, it's going to be $500 cheaper than last year, which is great news. So this is really the part where the agent is calling me for. She said that for this refund, normally what ICBC would do is if we do nothing, they would just refund us through the same way that we used to pay our insurance last year. So for most of us, it would be the credit card where they would put the money towards to. But she was saying that if you change your credit card or you lost it, it could create some problem trying to get that refund from the ICBC system. And rather than relying on them figuring out how to refund you another way, she recommended me to just set up a direct deposit via ICBC so that refund can be injected into my account directly. So I've also included a link down below which you can go to and set up your direct deposit with ICBC if that's something you want to do. Alright, so that's great news for us. With everything getting so expensive every year, for this year, via ICBC, not only are we getting 2 refunds potentially, we also get a premium reduction going forward. Alright, so this video is very quick for this week. I just want to give you this update, make sure everybody knows how much money they should be expecting in their account. Let me know if you have some questions or comments in the comment section down below. And for next week, we'll probably talk about some real estate cases that I went through with my actual clients, and from there, what we can learn from them. Okay, so if you're interested in that, stick around for next week. And as always, I upload these videos 8:30 EST every Tuesday. So if you like these videos, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Click that bell button so you get all the notification in the future. Now, this is Jacky. I hope you found this interesting. I'll see you next week. Bye.